I did it. I made these cards. I hate these cards with a passion. Welcome back to YuGiOh. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we use Shining Sarcophagus Horus, which is pretty good. I still don't think it's better than Shining Sarcophagus Runic, but also Runic's just not good in Master Duel. If you were playing in the TCG, Shining Sarcophagus Runic would likely be the drastically better choice, but considering we're not, the Horus cards are really good because Mseti is super strong, and all of these are really good and can go into Hope Harbinger or Photon Lord. Usually Photon Lord because Silent Magician Zero is already a spell negate. Depends on the matchup and what we know we're playing against. Yeah, it's basically just Shining Sarcophagus, but with these guys instead of... I don't actually know what I replaced. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what was in this deck prior to these guys, so here you go, replay time. Now, going first is now something we can do extra well in this deck, though this hand's not the best. We do have a Maxi and a Veiler, which are great hand traps. There was some Gadget Trio effect to add. Let's go, did it get negated? If it did, I'd have passed turn. Shining Sarcophagus, activate, effect to add Ties That Bind from deck to hand. We will activate its effect to summon 2 from my deck, summoning Magician Zero and Swordsman Zero, and pass turn. Now we have a Maxi, a Spell and Trap negate, a Target negate, and a Monster negate. Pretty good situation to be in. Silent Magician Zero effect to gain because during the draw phase, my opponent drew a card. Called by the Grave on the Maxi, we're going to change Silent Magician Zero to negate the effect. Now I'm a little bit confused because they activated Super Poly here, and they could have just used that in the first place using my monsters, but I guess they didn't want to for some reason. Also, Puri Rai is dangerous because that means we're fighting against YuBel. But they're going to link into, Fusion, that's the one. Every other thing went into my head aside from Fusion into Mudragon. Revealing Spirit of YuBel, shuffling into the deck, and Spirit of YuBel, shuffling into the deck. It can now summon you. I just don't understand. How bad are some people at YuGiOh, man? Why would you not discard one of the Spirit of YuBels? It shuffles from hand, field, and or grave. Just discard that, and then Puri Rai, whatever you want to call it, resolves at the start of the main phase. And then you probably just win. But alright, they're going to activate Throne. Effect to summon Lotus. On summon, we're going to chain Veiler, targeting, and they're going to chain Mudragon because I don't think we know how this works. We've already targeted the card, so no more Lotus for you, but hey, good job. If you just used Phantom, you probably would have won this turn, but it's okay. They're going to attack over Gadget Trio, and they're going to go from there, and phase. Now, Mudragon of the Swamp has an effect that I didn't really understand. But before we get into that, we drew Future Silence for turn, so we're going to use this effect to add from deck to hand a card that mentions Shining Sarcophagus, or a monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus. He's going to chain Mudragon, calling Dark. I'm going to add Gandora to hand. Standby main, we're going to use the effect of Shining Sarcophagus to add from deck to hand a turn Silence, which is a monster negate by targeting a face-up monster you control, increases level by 3. Also, if you activated this card in response to your opponent's monster effect activation while you control Shining Sarcophagus and a monster that mentions it, fucking stupid restriction, negate that effect, which is pretty cool. We're going to normal summon Archfiend's Advent, and I can't declare the effect because they're all darks now, and Mudragon's protecting, so that makes sense. Wasn't even going to try to anyways. We're going to use the effect of Gandora to summon from my hand because I control Shining Sarcophagus. My opponent's then going to chain Phantom of YuBel, tributing for cost. And the chain resolves because they didn't let me opportunity to respond with turn Silence. And I was very confused, and I'm like, turn Silence targets my monster. Mudragon says you cannot target this card or monsters on the field with the same attribute as this card with card effects. I didn't know that. I thought it was just my opponent's monsters. So Archfiend's Ascent was a bad decision here, and I would have played this turn very differently if I had known this. If I had just known how Mudragon worked, I would have added Gadget Trio. Gadget Trio would have added from deck to hand. I actually don't know. It would have done something. It would have been Gadget Trio into something, most likely. But okay, him said he's going to send itself, and that tree summon one out. And he has Samsara the Lotus effect because he controls a YuBel monster. He contribute it, and the activated effect becomes to destroy a YuBel monster on the field. Yup, we're in a bad position. All we've got is a monster negate, and that's it. That's it. And if they use Mudragon here, well, I don't have a monster negate either. But YuBel's going to float at the Terror Incarnate, and Throne is going to add or revive one. It adds back the Phantom. We can attack over the Mudragon, making sure that my turn silence can be live. We'll set one card and pass turn. Also, man, when you look at it really close, it's super ugly. But when you're looking at it from like this part, when it's this small on the screen, this card art is so fucking pretty. But once you get into it and see all the layers on the legs and like the really gross face and like the ripples along the flesh, it's just gross, man. But this card art from afar is so freaking cool. Oh, Grave Screamer was a good card to draw, but why didn't you start with Phantom of YuGiOh? Shuffle back Phantom. Okay. Yama. Fine with me. Effect, we are going to chain turn silence because we do not want Yama to resolve, and there's really nothing better for that. Let's use these here because getting them to have that extra Sharvara in hand is really dangerous. Screamer is going to banish 2 special summon a Fiend with 0 attack, 0 defense from the grave, summoning 0 Spirit of YuBel. Spirit is going to activate to place Nightmare Pain, which is really good. Nightmare Pain is going to activate its effect to destroy 1 card from the field, destroying the Spirit to add Mature Chronicle. Spirit will then float into a card as Chainlink 2, while Nightmare Throne is Chainlink 1 to add 1 back to hand. Yeah, this is dangerous. This is quite a dangerous situation we're in. But I believe in me. They're going to add and summon the Incarnate, and then they're going to shuffle back 2 to make Phantom. And now, big damage, but turn silence in the graveyard. During damage calculation, if your monster that mentioned Shiny Sarcophagus battles, quick effect, banish this card. And if you do, end the battle phase. Heehee, no more damage, because they would have won. There would have been more than enough for them to win here. Actually, no, they wouldn't. I can't do math. Actually, no, they would. They'd have won by 100 life points. They're going to link 3 into Unchained Soul of Rage. Sorry, link 2, and end turn. And YuBel effect is going to activate to shrunk itself during the end phase, because they didn't want to tribute 1 other monster. Standby main, we drew Vela for turn, Shiny Sarcophagus effect to add turn silence, because now we can negate things. Battle phase, we have to attack the YuBel. I was trying to bait out the Unchained Soul of Rage. I forgot how this card worked. It targets a special summon monster, and I thought Archfiend's Advent was special summoned. And I remember coming to the Revolution during the next turn. Oh my god, I normal summoned it! I'm so stupid! Battle phase, they're going to attack into this and take some damage, and they're going to pass their turn once again. But is okay. I honestly just thought my opponent was like trolling and didn't have SP in their extra deck. But Imseti to hand was great. So we're going to activate the effect of Shiny Sarcophagus to add. And we got Ash Blossom, bro. That's so good because now Imseti resolves and gets me an extra card for free. For free. I thought long and hard about negating that Ash. Not even going to lie to you. But I cannot let this or this resolve. So I had to use this. They're going to activate the effect of Phantom of YuBel. We're going to chain Turn Silence because we need that Imseti to resolve. Turn Silence targets to increase level by 3, making it level 12, and negates that monster effect. Imseti can add King Sarcophagus from deck to hand, and then draw 1 card, being Future Silence. That's so good! Future Silence from deck to hand is going to add Gadget Trio. We're going to normal summon Gadget Trio, activate its effect to add from deck to hand Shining Sarcophagus. Now, theoretically, I probably should have gone Silent Magician 0, because then I could just normal summon it. Oh, it's in my graveyard. Silent Magician 0 is in my graveyard. Never mind. Can't do that. True. I was thinking I could go Silent Swordsman 0, summon it, and then my opponent just couldn't target the Gandor. I just negate it, but it doesn't work like that. Effect to revive and effect to banish to add a Fiend back to the hand, or destroy a card you control. Whatever it is. That is something. I don't remember. Summoning back the Rage, and then adding the YuBel to hand, and not the Spirit of YuBel, which I guess they shuffled it back in instead of the Terror Incarnate, because they're just bad at YuGiOh, but it's okay. Attack over it again, crashing. Main phase 2, we will activate the effect of Gandor to summon Big Man. We'll use the effect of Gandor to destroy all cards in the field and banish them, and summon 1 from the deck, summoning Silent Swords, or Silent Magician 0, who's a spell negate. Effect of King Sarcophagus to be able to revive the Imseti, the Duomatef, and I think there was a Happy in my grave as well, and that would get us into a Photon Lord, which is a monster negate, and then just having, I think, probably Duomatef would be the smartest one to keep on field. Or not Duomatef, sorry, Imseti on the field, because it sends one to grave would be good, but pretty good situation to be in. I think we definitely won that game from there. Once again, I drew Maxi, and once again, I drew Kahebsnef. I love that name. Someone really did sneeze. Oh, I make a mistake here, and I activate Maxi in response to Small World. I wanted to do it in draw standby, but I wasn't paying attention, and so I didn't do it. So having the Maxi go off in the main phase, I should have waited until they started summoning, because regardless, it was playing into talents. So I could have made sure that I was avoiding Gamma or anything like that. They're going to banish Firewall Dragon, banish Dot Scraper to add Maxi to hand. And they're going to set 1, or they're going to activate talents to look at my hand and send a card away. And they're going to set 1 card and pass turn, I believe. But, pretty fucking good turn. They didn't even set a card, never mind. And, first of all, who do you think you are? You can't just get rid of my card. I'm taking it back. It's my fucking card. Hello? Gadget Trio effect to add Shining Sarcophagus from deck to hand. We will activate Shining Sarcophagus and use its effect. Ooh, Macamumsy. I guess we're changing this turn because I don't have to give you more than one draw. And then I'll end on quite a lot of stuff. Maxi to add Ties That Bind. We'll use the effect of Ties That Bind to summon out from the deck a Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman 0, giving my opponent one draw. Effect because they drew to increase its level by 1. Battle phase, declare attack, 15 and 1000, which is pretty good. I'll take a 3800 any day. We'll set our turn silence and pass turn. Now, with more Marshmallow on hand, we can special this as a quick effect on my opponent's turn and have undestroyable, untargetable stuff. They drew a card, increase level, standby phase, increase level. More Marshmallow still in standby phase to summon as well. Main phase. Small World. We're going to negate with Silent Magician 0 because I don't want you to have anything. I'd rather you not have the opportunity to go into something else, just in case. And they're going to activate Silent Mining, setting the Maxi from hand, which I think you should have activated the Maxi when I used the effect of more Marshmallow to summon, but I guess you didn't want to. Not sure why. That one draw could have been game ending for me, but sure, okay. Mathematic Circular. Okay, sure, Circular effect. I'm just fucking stupid. Send for cost Sigma, and then I chain turn silence. I don't know why I did this. I was thinking in my head, I'll just negate Alambertian or whatever the Xyz monster or Link monster he summons into. Splash Mage, Alambertian, Prime Mathmech, blah, 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 that one. Whatever he summons out, I'll just negate that one. And then I just negated the Circular. So I wasn't thinking clearly, but hey, we still probably lose this turn, actually. Because Access Code can't pop more Marshmallow or Shining Sarcophagus, which means he also can't attack over it. So next turn, we just Shining Sarcophagus, Gandora, blow up all your stuff, win from there. But okay, yeah, it's just full Mathmech combo. Splash Mage, link it off into Decode, whatever, Link Decode, whatever his name is. Link Decoder, that's the one. Then Microcoder effect, because it was used, it can be used from the hand, linking into a Transcode Talker. Effective Microcoder to add back to hand. I'm really not sure why you didn't use Link Decoder. But alright, sure I guess. Because you could have gone Link Decoder, Micro Talker, Splash Mage, still summon this because it's still just 3 monsters. Then get the Revive and get the Search, because you're not getting the Revive otherwise. Splash Mage, effective equation to revive from the grave Circular. Fuck you, but alright. Link 4 into... Wow, Neo Tempest Neo Man. Oh, never mind, they did get the Revive. Okay. Link these two off into whatever the fuck. Something's happening. Heat Soul, that's the one. Pay 1,000 to draw 1 card. Sure. Effect because I drew a card to gain attack. Effect during the battle phase, sending one from deck to grave. Effect to double the attack. And if you didn't know, while more Marshmallow is on the field, while you control Shining Sarcophagus, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent monsters cannot target this monsters for attack except for this one. Yeah. So he would have had to go Access Code. Then he couldn't pop this because if it popped, it'd just float. And so he wouldn't do anything. And then Shining Sarcophagus can't be destroyed by monster effects. So it's just like, haha, go ahead. Nice job banishing all your Link materials. Proud of you, buddy. And he'll have to attack into the more Marshmallow, and he's got nothing because I have full follow-up with a Gandora Search on the next turn, which will blow up the whole field, summon a big one from my deck, and go from there. We're fighting against Valley Kyre, and we're going first. We're going to set Silent Magician 0 and pass because this hand is complete dog shit, and we have absolutely nothing. But hey, 3 hand traps is actually pretty good. We're going to Maxi in the draw phase to avoid a talents. Call by the grave on the Maxi. I suppose that's fine. On turn 4, we get another Maxi, so still okay. My every fetch of the imagination is still fine. And with Imperial on the field, also pretty good. Also with Effector, they're pretty good. Bonfire. Ooh, Snake Eye Ash. Short. Not sure why you didn't do Poplar, but I guess Ash is just a better card. Normal summon Ash. We're gonna Veiler you. That means you have no Diabell Star Wanted in hand, is my hope anyways, because I hate you on a personal level. But okay. Veiler the Ash, and it resolves. Where art thou to add Poplar? What in the fuck are you playing? Why are you playing that? Poplar to summon because it was added from deck to hand, or added from hand except by drawing it. Adds OSS. Link the Poplar off into whatever the fuck. Linkaribo, Anima. I think it's Linkaribo. Yeah, because he's not banned in this game. Poplar effect to place in the spell trap zone. Then original effect, sending away the Ash to summon from the deck Oak. Oak effect to revive the Ash. And would you look at that? Look at this card in my hand. 5 summons. 5 summons. Goodbye to your whole fucking field, nerd. Like, they can still do stuff if they got extenders like the Bellstar in hand. But hey, good position to be in. And then where art thou? They take 2,000 damage, which makes this a lot easier for me when I draw Gadget Trio for turn. And the only thing he can use is Veiler or Ash. but we win. Oh. I love when they don't have a response to Gadget Trio, but they always do, and they always will, because as long as you're playing 12 hand traps, you'll have a response. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and if you haven't had a wonderful day, there's always the rest of your day. There's always tomorrow, the day after that, so on and so forth. Things don't get better unless you let them, so give yourself time and things will improve. I promise. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye-bye.